What's up, everyone? My name is Bree Sorensen, and for today's Motivation Monday segment, we have the one and only North Carolina head coach, Scott Forbes. Coach, how are you doing today? How's off-season been?
I'm great. I hope you are. It's been great. We had a good 6 a.m. lift this morning. Our guys are doing great, finishing up, and they'll get a little break here, which is needed from baseball because we're getting ready to play so many games in the spring. But it's been a really good fall for us.
Absolutely. Coach, speaking of so many games, this upcoming season will be your 27th season as a college coach and your 23rd on the Tar Heel staff. You served as a head coach, hitting coach, pitching coach, and recruiting coordinator. Coach, you've done it all, so we're excited to seek your advice here today. First question, what's your biggest piece of advice for young athletes who want to play in college?
Yeah, number one would be, if you're really driven to want to play a college sport, it's good to have goals and to want to play at North Carolina, that type of school, but there are a lot of other great schools that you may have to start at, or it might just kind of be your plan. I played at North Carolina Wesleyan, which is a great Division III school. I'm very thankful for that. If I hadn't went there, I wouldn't be where I am now. So your path is kind of your path, but the biggest advice besides that would be, you have to make good decisions. You have to have high character. You have to be disciplined and work extremely hard, and you have to do the schoolwork because you can be a great player, but if you don't have the transcripts, we can't recruit you. So the biggest thing is, having that character, knowing that if you want it bad enough, you're going to have to be disciplined because you're going to have to work extremely hard to get to a college, and then even harder to get on the field. And then the academic piece is obviously huge for all of us because if we can't get you in school, we can't recruit you.
Yeah. And Coach, what's one way that a player can really differentiate themselves from other players?
Oh, wow. For me, it's just good old fashioned work ethic. And we talk to our guys all the time, those two big decisions you're making every day. There's something that you need to do that you don't want to do to be as good as you want to be. Are you disciplined enough to do it? Whether or not it's extra lift, getting up earlier, whatever it is. And the other one is there's some things that you may want to do that you shouldn't do. Are you disciplined enough to not do them? Because you are different, you're an athlete, and if you want to be great, we say it all the time, like Coach Saban says at Alabama, everybody wants to be the beast, but not everybody wants to do what the beast do. So I just constantly challenge our guys, you have to be more disciplined to get what you want.
Coach, what's one of your favorite drills to help young athletes improve their game?
Oh, wow. Baseball-wise, there's a million different drills, but I would say we just try to simulate things to make them as hard as we can on our guys. So if you're a closer, putting them in harder situations, not just starting the inning with 3 outs and saying with nobody on base, but starting the inning with the bases loaded, things like that. And then some conditioning stuff for our guys to work hard on their mental toughness. We want to apply it towards baseball. So it's not like we're out there doing 10-mile runs, but if we're doing a 300 shuttle or if we're doing a mile, we want to make it and we want to do the best we can, but we want to push ourselves so we can be able to push ourselves in the tougher situations in the spring.
Absolutely. And Coach, how does a young player get a college coach's attention?
Oh, man. They have to play well. Number one, obviously, they have to stand out when we go watch a game. At our level, somebody's got to be, we feel like the talent has to be high. But there are other things that we're looking for too after they have the talent. They're good teammates. Are they encouraging their teammates? How are they treating people when they're walking out of the dugout, or are they cleaning up the dugout? How are they when they're with their parents? How are they when they're just around, in the stands watching other games? So for me, the thing that's got to stick out after the talent is the character, because we all want good kids that care about the team. They're going to make good decisions for the most part.
Absolutely. And Coach, then once they get to that college level, what does it then take to be a successful student athlete?
We keep talking about, hard work and discipline, but those two, there is no secret. But if there was a secret, it would entail those two things. You have to work extremely hard to be successful on the field and in the classroom. You're just not going to be able to do it through shortcuts. And then you have to be disciplined enough to get your sleep, to get to the library, to stay ahead of your academics, to get down here and do what you need to do every single day as a baseball player to maximize your potential. And we talk about it on our team all the time. You can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. You can't say you want to be good, but then the way you're living doesn't reflect what you're saying. So you can't come out here and, like we did this morning, have a 6 a.m. lift and be out all night and sleep 5 hours and get the most out of your body. So it's just that it's hard work and discipline. How bad do you really want it? If you want it bad enough, you're going to have those two things.
Absolutely, Coach. Thank you so much for your great advice and being on this episode of Motivation Monday. And good luck this upcoming season, Coach.
Thanks for having me.